Growing up, I've always felt like not fitting in. Every single class or every single friends group that I've had in the past, even from like 11, 12 years old, I've always felt like I'm not in the right circle. And because I've always been getting, most of the time, getting bullied in school, especially at the age of 11 and 12, when I first received a phone from my strict parents, and it was like only in the weekends, sometimes even like once a week. I'm like, I have no friends to speak to, so might as well just have this phone and post on social media. Because I don't know where I've got this mindset, but from the get-go I've always thought of like, why would I get into social media and look at other people's lives when I can create my own? Or I love to create other people that create their own videos too, but like, I would love to watch me because I don't have friends. And so when I watch these other people creating content, I'm like, this is so cool. I would love to also see myself on these platforms and maybe reach people from all over the world that I might inspire, I might talk to, I might touch, either with my voice, either what I've achieved, or maybe with what I'm thinking and my perspective and my mindset. And so at the age of 12, when I first had the phone for once a week, because I didn't have any friends and I had this time in the weekend, I'm like, you know what? I will start talking to myself and through the camera. And when I started posting, when I started filming these videos, I enjoyed the process of doing it and enjoyed the process of going back home, feeling excited. Oh my God, I did a vlog today, and I'm gonna go ahead and edit it and post it in the channel. And not even about the likes or the comments, like especially of course at the beginning, I literally posted it for myself, for me to go back to it and look at it. And I remember the first ever vlog that I've ever, or first video that I've ever posted in my YouTube channel, it was rain. Like going out, and it was a vlog while raining. And because I'm from a city that don't really rain as much, it's sunny all year long. Therefore, when it rained, it made me so happy, and I'm like, I want to share this. I want to share this beautiful, vibes and beautiful weather with my camera. So I filmed and I posted that video, and then I just kept going with like consistency and putting it out there, putting my videos out there, until one day one of the videos went viral. Besides the point that a lot of people, even in the first few videos, like after 6 months or after a whole year, there was a lot of comments. People be like, I'm from Saudi Arabia, I'm from this country, I'm from the USA. And I'm like, that is so cool that we have something in our hands that can reach people from all over the world, right? But I stayed consistent. The community of YouTube helped me a lot as well, which is like, I love your vibes, I love your energy. Anytime I'm eating, anytime I'm outside, I'm with my friends, we watch you in the TV, and I'm like, this is so cool. I love it. I love sharing my thoughts and sharing the things that I wish I would have in social media, or I wish I had in YouTube to watch, and make it for other people that don't have that creator, to be that creator. Not look for it, but be it for other people. Therefore, there was one day where one of my videos went viral, and the amount of emails, what I'm talking, like, there was a YouTube video that went to, I think, 500,000 views, and the amount of emails, the amount of partnerships, the amount of agencies that I received from that one video alone, I don't know what it did to my brain, but it absolutely opened a whole new path. Not only that I can do this, but I can also get paid, but can also make a full-time income out of this. And I remember when I had this partnership with this agency for 2 years, which was amazing. It was making a full-time income and being able to spoil my mom at the age of 13 years old, which was one of the best feelings I've ever had. Being able to literally have a whole check coming in every single week, and literally seeing numbers going up, and me staying consistent, and me spoiling my mom and seeing her happiness. Because at the beginning of me posting on social media, I've always had that judgment, and the bullying kept on going even more, which is, oh, who are you trying to be? You're trying to become famous, you're trying to be this, you're trying to be that. And I'm like, I'm trying to be myself and attract the people who want to be themselves too, right? And so the hate kept on going, even from my family. Like, who are you trying to be? Like, why are you posting yourself out there? You look crazy, you look stupid, you look all of this. But something inside of me just kept on saying, this is your vision, that's not their vision. And it is your vision for a reason. It don't need to make sense for other people. It have to make sense only to you. So don't let people that don't have no vision convince you that your vision ain't no vision, okay? Or it. Because it is it. Because you have it. Okay? So don't let people with no future convince you that your future is not it. Because people will always speak to you on their limiting beliefs. When they say you look so stupid on social media, posting yourself and stuff, it is because that's their limiting belief. They cannot post on social media. They cannot talk to the camera. They're too scared. They scared of judgment. They're scared, what if it didn't work out? They're scared to fail in public. But you have the audacity to show up no matter if you fail, no matter if you win, no matter if it worked, no matter if it didn't work. And that is an audacity that you will forever get paid from. Either money wise, either lessons wise, either life wise, and whatever it is the best thing that you could have, which is showing up no matter if it's working out or it's not working out, and always put it in the work. Because once you keep on putting in the work, that's exactly what happened to me in YouTube, which is me being absolutely young, having a phone. Like, the phone was so small. I don't even know how it was filming in that phone. I don't know how people were watching my videos like that. I'm not gonna lie, because the quality was so bad, the editing was so bad. But guess what? I just had this mindset of, if I stayed consistent long enough, the results have no other option just to actually show up, right? When I kept on going posting on YouTube for like 3 years, and I had this partnership with this agency where I was making good money from, especially at such a young age, it was amazing. But here is what happened. Here is what I felt like, not that I made a crime, but it was a blessing. Which was, I started losing my vision. I started losing the reason why I was doing it. Because at the beginning, I was doing it because I would like to, watch myself. And then from watching myself to seeing all these people saying that I inspire them, I guide them to become better, whatever it is. And when I lost the vision and why and what's the reason that I'm doing it for, I'm like, I feel like a rat. I feel like a rat who just keeps on running to make the money from the channel, and then there's no point behind it. And it made me feel so empty that it made me quit on YouTube for like few years. But in those few years, I tried to fit in so hard. That's why I feel like I made a crime, because I kept on self-sabotaging myself, because I'm like, maybe YouTube, maybe they're right. Maybe older people are right. Maybe my family are right. Because I remember there was so many times where I went live on YouTube, even making money from YouTube, like so many things. And my dad would call me and be like, "Got that live right now. You're embarrassing your family. Don't do that. You look so stupid." And so there was so much like pressure, and there was so much like voices in my head that it's like, maybe they're right, maybe maybe it just was not meant for me, maybe because I'm all the way from this country or this family is not meant for me. And I'm not gonna lie, that voice won. Was it good? Was it a good feeling looking back at it? No, because damn well if I kept going, no, you don't know what happens. But I'm proud of myself, because I've learned one of the biggest lessons in the times where I've quit YouTube that made me even a stronger person now, and a character that I've always inspired to become the person and the woman who I am right now. So that is a blessing, and I always see it that way. But back to the point, in those years where I've quit on YouTube, because I've listened to other people, I felt like I lost myself. I felt like I was trying to become somebody who wasn't me. Because especially from the age of like 15, which is the times where I've quit, to like the times of like 17, maybe 18, I've tried to fit in into the society, which is, oh, those are your teenage years, you gotta party, club, have friends, go to whatever, have these groups, friends, and just, aim to just go out and have fun. And I tried to do that so hard. It is crazy the amount of times that I went out and I've traveled, went to like parties, whatever it is, and trying to just have fun. And I'm like, this is not for me. Like, celebrate what? Of course, celebrate life, have fun, enjoy life. But like, I enjoy building. I'm someone who's really obsessed on becoming better. And so I'm not trying to have some dancing and have some fun, and then the next day I'm lost, or I'm doing the same thing for many years, until one day I wake up and be like, damn, what have I done in the last 3 years, right? And so for those few years where I've quit on YouTube, I felt like I was trying to fit in so hard into a circle that was never meant to be mine. And this is where I want you guys to really look at your life, and I want you to zoom out. I want you to remove yourself from the current reality that you're in, and I want you to look back at it from behind. Look at yourself from behind. What are you doing? What are you working on? What is it exactly is the things that you're building mentally? I was trying to become somebody who wasn't me. And that's the fastest way for you to not only lose yourself, but to fully forget who you really want to become. So me listening to what everybody's saying about those type of years or even your 20s, have fun in your 20s, have this in your 20s, it is okay to want to have different things. And I had to literally face that because, well, I was looking at my mom and how she struggled financially her whole life, how she got disrespected her whole life because she had lack of finances. It just motivated me from such a young age that when I grow up, as much as I love my mom, I don't want to become her. I want to show her who she would have become if she had a different time, or she had a different knowledge, or she had a different information, because now I have it. I have my phone, I have a wi-fi. I have no excuse to not be able to show her the life that she could have lived and actually show her the life that she deserved, because I have the ability to make money from this phone and from wi-fi and be able to fund my life and spoil my family as much as I want. But my point here is, do not let other people convince you that it's weird for you to be different or for you to stand out on your business. Because I see a lot of people who literally died with their potential because they were scared of other people, what they would say. They were scared that they were scared of standing out. They were scared that they are unique. And it's like, and you have this gift that God or Allah or whoever you believe in gave you, but you're not utilizing it. And so you keep on asking for help for a better income, better life, and better things in your life, but you're not acting on what you already have. So why would the universe or God give you more of what you want when you're not utilizing what you already have? So that's what I had to really realize within those 3 years of me quitting on myself and not go, not doing YouTube. But in the meantime, I started the gym, because when I was going out with like and doing bad habits and just literally escaping the reality of me losing myself or me not being fully happy with who I was always just like trying to distract my consciousness or distract my mind to not think about it. But I started going to the gym, and I just had so many like traumatized nights, traumatized days, traumatized not only parties but experiences with people that either I trust or either I love, or just life in general, that made me really like, it slapped me. This is why like bad times in your life is really the best times in your life, because it teaches you lessons that could have been way more expensive. So those things and those lessons that really traumatized the hell out of me made me wake the F up. Like, I have this one life and I'm not living it in other people's terms. I want to build it on my own terms. And so what I started doing is like, the first thing that I gotta do is I gotta start replacing the bad habits with the good habits. So the first thing is, I had bad habits, I need to replace them with good habits. The first good habit that I had in my mind is getting stronger. And what I mean by getting stronger, I'm not only talking physically, but also mentally. And I knew that the gym and working out or training or lifting heavy or running or walking, all these little things are really more mentally than are physically. It's just that like the physical is just a bonus of how it looks to you focusing on yourself, or the physical part of the journey is just what it shows when you focus on yourself and you prioritize yourself and your dreams and your goals. Because when you do, it shows in how you look and how your confidence you are, how strong, how fit you are, right? And so I started going to the gym. And when I first started going to the gym, I don't know what is it exactly that it did to me, but it just slapped me mentally. Like, it helped me build this discipline of never giving up on myself, of always being strong mentally, of always trusting the long-term vision, because the gym teaches you a lot. Besides just weightlifting and just getting stronger and getting better physically, it teaches you about how it teaches you to forget about the input. No, forget about the outcome and focus on the input, because you won't get the abs overnight, you won't get the glutes overnight, you won't get the quads or the fit back overnight. But if you keep going every single day, no matter if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and just literally lifts that weight, you will get there eventually. And not only that, but it also teaches you that the weights don't get lighter, you get stronger. That 20 kilograms that you could have left last week, but you've lifted this week, it's not because it got lighter, but you got stronger because you kept on going, even though you couldn't lift it last week. But you guys got the point. It just taught me so many life lessons and good lessons that it made me get closer to myself and really realize, who do I really want? Who do I really want to become? Like, if it was just me, myself, and I, nobody's watching in this world, who do I want to become? Who am I when nobody's watching? And there was a question that I needed to answer for me to find myself again. And it is, for me to find myself again. One of the things that helped me to find myself is knowing that I don't want a job. I don't want a 9 to 5. I'm just, call me crazy, but I just do not like anybody to tell me what to do. I don't like to be controlled, or I don't like for anybody to tell me, oh, here is the time where you can have a break. A break from life? What do you mean? Like, we live in such an abundant life, and I have this such a good, positive, and always like an abundance mindset and abundance perspective of life that I don't think a job could ever get to me. Like, I've never worked an office job for a reason, but all the money that I've made in my life was all made through internet money. And so one of the first things that I realized is I don't want a job. And I got back into freelancing. I'm like, okay, you know what? I made money by showing myself. I want to show to myself that I can do it without showing myself. So I started freelancing and I started working with brands and working behind the scenes of the biggest influencers and companies and brands. I've been able to make money out of that. And I'm like, damn, this is good. But I just feel like I want to build my name. I want to share my story. I have so many things to share to the world. I just feel like there is another Hana out there. There's another Hanan out there. There's another person out there who's going to feel exactly what I went through, who's going to understand what I went through, who's going to relate to what I went through, and is going to inspire the hell out of them to also do something in their life. Because I could die one day and all this money that I make from either social media or from either these brands and these companies, yeah, it's cool. Maybe it could go to my mom. But if you have a legacy that forever lives within you or forever lives in the world, which is, this woman inspired me to become better, this woman inspired me to make more money, this woman inspired me to really be myself and stand out on my business, I think that's more of a legacy more than just making money. After a while of doing freelance, I found myself in a business where I've been able to not only build location, time, and financial freedom through it, but also build my brand and build my name and getting back to what I've always wanted and what I always loved to do, which is creating. And it's a nature that I truly believe every human being needs to try at least once in their life, because we're meant to create. It is our language in this life is to create and consistently create. And now it's literally the easiest time for you to start creating, because you have a phone in your phone and that you can literally just start posting, and it could be just your wisdom, your thoughts, what you're going through, your pain, and that could inspire somebody out there, and you could build a whole new business just by you speaking to the camera and just by you being in social media. But I'm doing all of this to say that there is two versions of people within the story. I made a crime by killing the old version of myself, and that's how I built a new version of myself. I made a crime by killing who I was in those 3 years where I've quit on myself, where I've thought that I needed to fit in. I like, it's okay to like want to be different but not want to. No, that is not okay. You know what I mean? Like, I had to make a crime by killing that voice within my head that says it's okay for you to not, work on your potential or act on your potential. I had to kill that voice. I had to kill every single version of myself mentally that says, just play it small, just settle, just you're from this country and you're from this family, don't dream that big. I had to kill that person. I had to kill the old version of me. Even that little girl that started YouTube, and I'm so proud of to this day, and she'll be so proud of me to this day. But I had to kill her for me to build who I am today. I had to kill her for me to build the person who I am today, the character who I am today, the mindset that I am today. And I hope this video inspired you to also make a crime on killing the old version of you. I'm talking the old habits. I'm talking environments that don't really benefit you. The old version of you that really can be better, that really can be more positive, more abundant, and richer in all aspects of your life. Because that's what true success is. You could have all the money that you want in your life. You could have the best job in your life. You could have your dream career. But if you're not really fulfilled mentally and within you, that you could die tomorrow and be fully proud of yourself that you've done everything that you in your power to act on your full potential and to discover your full potential. Are you sure you're not gonna regret that you didn't act on your full potential? So I say all of that to say that there is one good crime that you could do in your life, which is killing the old version of you for you to become the best version of yourself. You do deserve to see who you could become if you just acted on the art that you have inside of you, on the potential that you have inside of you, and that person that you have the ability to become, because you wouldn't have the thoughts, you wouldn't have the mindset, you wouldn't have all the things that you want if your future self didn't already have it. But guess what? It could also die within you because you're not acting on it.